This video will help you as a learner to navigate the iLearner system. That's the system that ICQ use and your training provider has opted to use as your e-portfolio. The first thing that you need to do is go to the web address www.icanqualify.net. You can see this towards the top of the screen. Once logged in, or once you've put your username and password in the box at the side there, hit the login button, left click the login button, and you will be logged in. And the first thing that you'll be faced with is a learner interview. If you are faced with this learner interview, check the details and add any details or information that's not been added. As you go through, you can save your answers bit by bit, but what you do need to do is go to the very bottom of the page, check the box there, and save your answers. At that point, all of the answers or all of the information that you've put into your profile or changed in your profile will be sent to your on-program assessor, who will be able to guide you if you've done anything that needs to be updated or perhaps not completed any of the boxes. You've then got a number of different options on the left-hand menu. I'll say most importantly, to start us off, the mail option. If you hit the mail option and opt to create new mail, this is where you can send your evidence to your assessor or trainer. So you've hit the mail option, you've opted to create new mail. You can now see that you've got the opportunity here to send mail to your assessor. So left click again, send mail to. You've then got the subject box. So make sure it's a subject that your assessor can easily understand. If you feel that you need to put a message in the box, please do. A short explanation is often useful. And then you've got the opportunity to browse and upload 3 pieces of evidence. Our suggestion is, when you are uploading pieces of evidence, that you keep everything on one mail to a similar subject. We'd like to avoid 3 attachments in a mail, all referring to different units or different subjects. Once you have completed the mail and you're happy with it, hit the send mail button, and that will then be sent to your on-program trainer or assessor. The other things on the menu at the side, you've got, third one down, ICQ certificates. As soon as you do achieve your qualification, your centre has claimed the certificate and ICQ have printed the certificate. Your certificate will be in the list here and you'll be able to download a PDF copy. There are also online documents. If you have got any documents in the system that your centre has provided or anything that ICQ has provided, they will be in those online documents. So, for example, you can see we have some endpoint assessment policies, some endpoint assessment templates. So if you're doing an endpoint assessment with us, those templates might be useful. You've then got your details. This is similar to the learner interview that we saw before. So if there are any updates that you want to do, if you move house, change your email address, we do recommend that you update these details in our system so that we've got the most accurate and up-to-date contact details for you. Your portfolio is quite simply your portfolio. So all the evidence that you've sent to your assessor. And if you just note at the top right of the screen, where it says assessments 3 times, this suggests that your assessor has assessed that piece of evidence and it's been used in 3 units of assessment. I'll also point out there we can see the communication evidence that you've just sent to your assessor, but currently that's not been assessed. Obviously, we've only just sent it. You've then got the opportunity to record off-the-job training. This will be particularly important for apprentices. If you are on an apprenticeship program, you are expected to do a certain number of off-the-job hours. So if you're doing things when your trainer's not there or that your trainer may not be aware of, tell us the date, tell us the time, give us a description. It's really important that you give us that description of what you've done so that your trainer can make an informed decision. Tell us how many hours you've spent, hours and minutes. That will give us a total. And then you can claim your off-the-job training hours. Again, that'll be sent to your trainer. Sorry, I haven't put the date in there. That will be then sent to your trainer, who will be able to confirm that training, and that will then be added to your portfolio. If you've been set any activities by your training provider, they will sit in the activities section. Tasks and plans, exactly the same. If you've been set any tasks or plans, you've got a contact log, which shows all the contacts that you've had with your assessor. You've got the progress button. As you do progress through the qualification, you will notice this blue line will start to appear, hopefully somewhere along the line of best fit in the graph. And you can see your expected completion date there of July 2023. You've also got a still to do button. This is a gap analysis. Towards the middle and end of your qualification, this will become quite useful because you can look yourself, and by downloading this PDF, you will see a list of everything that you still need to cover in your qualification. Online tests. If you are doing endpoint assessment with us and you set a mock or a practice test by your trainer, these will appear in the list there of online tests. So you will be able to see any tests that you've got to take, and you'll also be able to see your results of any practice tests that you've already taken. We do recommend that you take at least one practice test. If you're doing an apprenticeship and an endpoint assessment with ICQ, this will make sure that your technology and our technology are working seamlessly together. Last thing there on the list is a review or ILP. If your training provider uses this section, your reviews will all be listed here. And if you click on the ID number, that will take you to the review, and you'll be able to see the comments and track your progress. Last but not least, log out. Hit the log out button, and that will, as it suggests, log you out of the system. You do need to tell them that you really want